we are so sad about that incident, and we hope that God is going to take comfort the bereaved family, because what happened yesterday, it was so tragic and unbelievable. So to those kids that lost their life and the family, we say sorry, and may God console you and be your comforter. Okay, so we want to take this time to also dedicate the show to those bereaved family, those kids that lost their life in that fire accident. All right, my name is Paul Allen Wee, and let me announce our topic of discussion before we go on our break. Our topic of discussion today, we're going to be looking at a health issue. Now the question here is, should men discuss their health issue with their partner, their friends, or their doctor and not feel embarrassed? That's a question. Should we men discuss health issue and not feel embarrassed about it? Why? If yes, why? And how can our spouse help us with issue like this or problem like this? Because they got people that have health issue and sometimes they don't want to discuss it. Now for women, should we discuss it without being embarrassed? And how can our spouse help us with problems like this? So if you are watching, that's exactly what we're going to be discussing. So you can send in your comment and tell us, what do you think? Should men discuss their health issue and don't feel embarrassed about it? To their spouse, should they tell the spouse that they're facing certain health issue, whether it's mental health issue or physical health issue, and how can their spouse help in problem like with a problem like this? Would it help positively or negatively? So that's exactly what we're going to be discussing. And we're about to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to introduce my co-host to you, and we jump into our discussion. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the program Things About Men. If you just joined us, you are just in time for the discussion, okay? And once again, our sincere condolences goes out to the bereaved family of the tragic fire accident yesterday of those students that lost their life in the Basothan Community Red Light. So, like I said, our topic of discussion is, should men discuss their health issue with their spouse, their partner, their friends? Should they confide in them, in people about their health issue and don't feel embarrassed? And how can your spouse help with a problem like this? And I'm so glad and privileged to have with me my co-host, as always. Every Thursday we meet here. That's the man Abdul Karim Sharif here with me again. We are back.
Oh yeah, we are back, and it's good to be back.
Yeah, definitely it's good to be back. And like I was saying, what happened yesterday, we are so sorry, to our Muslim brothers and sisters, mothers, father, and he's here with me. He's from the Islamic background. He's like a brother to me. So I just want to say, personally, I want to say sorry, to you and to all of our Muslims family out there. It was so tragic yesterday what happened.
It just couldn't get over. It's something that really broke the hearts of many people.
Definitely. Yeah.
And we pray that Allah have mercy on the bereaved.
Seriously, yeah.
Pray that Allah give them Al-Jannah, and the family, those who their children died in that tragic accident, may Allah console you. Yeah. We can't ask him why.
No, we can't.
He knows why.
Yeah, we can't do that.
We're sorry.
Definitely, we just pray that such thing just don't happen again, but such is life. So our condolences goes out to the bereaved family. We are so sorry about what happened yesterday. All right, so if you just joined us, you are just in time for the program Things About Men, okay? And our topic of discussion today, it's interesting, and this is something that is common, it's happening, when it comes to health issue, because we, especially for us men, because we are known to be the kind that we are the boss. want to be the leader, and we don't want to be like asking too much. But when it comes to health issues, some people are very private with it. Some people, you just don't tell anybody. Men, especially men, will not just want to go out and tell anybody about health issues, even if it's your spouse. So now the question is, should men be able to freely discuss your health issue with whether your spouse, your friend, your family, to confide in somebody and don't feel embarrassed? Even if it is your spouse, how can that person help? Especially with the society we find ourselves in. Maybe for the Western world, it will be different. But our society, I don't know how you look at it when it comes to this health issue. Women confiding in, especially our spouses. How do you look at it?
Well, it's an issue that have been disturbing, that have been a problem for all men. Let me make it all men, because the majority carries the rule. So it's a problem for a huge majority, like 60 to 70% of the men. And talking about where we are, it's not just about where we are. Even in the Western world, people have the same problems. So because I did a little research on, is it that it's just us, we African men, but it's men in general.
Men in general.
From what I think I realized, we just have this problem of trying to hide our health issues to people, friends, and our spouses. We are with them, we sleep with them, we have family together with them, try to make kids, but when it comes to certain health issues, we don't want to discuss with them. We don't feel comfortable. We feel it's not okay to discuss it with them. And I think it should be the other way around.
Like we should
feel free
to discuss.
In fact, freer, not just free. We should feel freer to discuss our health issues with our spouses, with friends, and with our doctors, most especially. And if you realize that more men die basically because of illnesses that they felt shame of discussing with the doctors.
So to
keep it private
to themselves.
Yeah, so those illnesses live within them and accumulate and then turn to something big and cause them to die, only because I don't want to discuss this issue. I don't want to talk about it.
Don't you think the society that we live in sometimes have a serious impact to play on that? Some serious impact on that, because sometimes the mind, the mentality that some of us have, especially when it comes to us Africans, sometimes I feel that when I have certain things, maybe I want to discuss with my wife, I may have somebody that I want to confide in, maybe a friend, some health issue, and probably I will go and confide in this person. Maybe something may happen, we may get into some kind of a fuss or tussle where we may not be cool, and that person may try to use that against me as a weapon. And women, USA, this that happened to so sometimes for me, I think the society that we live in, our mind, sometimes it's not mature. Sometimes that I think that's what can be the cause of. It's not good to have health issues. Trust me, we're not advising people to do it, but I think the society we live in, for me, sometimes have a serious impact on that. People doing these things. Even sometimes some of the person you're in relationship, your spouse, sometimes you will feel sometimes you don't want to tell them certain things. For me, I think I want to blame society a little bit for having that when it comes to this.
You have a right on that, and I will tell you, it's not just like something that just happened like yesterday, today or yesterday.
No,
it's something that has been trending from day one.
From day one.
The thing is, if a man tells one thing that runs through many men, their mind, it's, I don't want to be looked at as I'm not fit mentally or health wise to do this or to be able to do that. So because of that, a man should always be brave, a man should always man up, a man should always not complain about things and issues. So he feels like a weakling if he's complaining.
Definitely.
And like you're saying, like you rightfully said, the society.
At times.
You see, check on social media, most of our females, okay, the next thing they will tell you, I don't want a mama baby. am I the one who's supposed to come breastfeed you or whatever? So if the man wants to tell you, oh, I'm going through this, oh, the man complain to my man.
Like, oh girl, I'm not going to. She told me, she said, men that always apologize and always saying sorry, he's weak.
That's what they think.
Or lady told me that.
Yeah,
he's weak.
That's
and
what
she don't like men. She don't like for men to always say sorry, he's weak. So I think this is another thing, especially with regard to what you say.
Yeah. So like that, if so, the society brand us in a way that we are not supposed to say, like you say, sorry. That means a real man doesn't say I'm sorry. A real man takes pride and say, so well, it happened because and gives an excuse. It happened because you did this. Because he doesn't want to say sorry, and the later you say sorry. And if he says I'm down, I'm sick, I have this problem, I have that problem, he feels insecure. And somebody may use it against him in a confusion, like you rightfully stated. So all these things, it make us afraid to talk to our spouse, even to the doctors. More men will feel comfortable discussing with a male doctor than a female doctor. They feel, if they're having issues, real problems, they will under discuss that problem with a female doctor than a male doctor. A male doctor, in some cases, they will feel more comfortable discussing with them.
No disrespect to the doctors, the young ones that we have coming up in the field of recent. We got more young people getting into the health field, and no disrespect to them, but the feel of a doctor, being a doctor there, I think people take oath.
Oh yeah, they do.
You have clients, you have patients that come to you and they confide in you. So you shouldn't, under no circumstances, reveal what was told to you as a doctor. But I think some people carry on that act. Some.
It's not really.
I know.
It's not really to a level that we can consider.
No,
but I think the problem is just about insecurity in ourselves as men.
Insecurity about
we just feel insecure just like that.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
The doctor doesn't know you from anywhere. She doesn't know where you live. She has no interest in you. I mean, like, you feel insecure to discuss your issue. That's why she's the doctor. That's why she's the nurse.
All right.
So we should start looking at them as people who are there to help, people who are there to bring solution instead of, that insecure mindset.
All right. There's an interesting topic. We're about to take a quick break, okay, and be right back with this discussion. Stay with us. All right, we are back, and from that short break, we are talking about health issue, trying to be open, especially women, to be open to freely discuss health issue. Now, above all else, the main point here is, it is very good. It is good to discuss your health issue, whatsoever is happening with you, because the more you keep it, it's going to be dangerous to your health. But what we're looking at now is, should we feel embarrassed? I mean, if we confide in certain people, we do not use that against us as a weapon, especially for men. Now, if you want to call, you can also call us on our Skype line, and we'll take your call, and then you can have an impact, make your comment on the show. So please call us on Skype, and we'll also take your call. All right? Yeah, we're anticipating your call as well. I keep sending in your comment. Now, according to the BBC report, you have almost 56% of men who just don't act as compared to women when it comes to health issue. Yeah, men are very, very private when it comes to these things. But for a woman go to the hospital, she'll go for checkup when it comes to childbearing. She always there.
Trying to know what's happening.
Yeah, what's happening to her. But now, let's bring it to our common setting. How often will you see a man who is moving around, go to the hospital for checkup constantly? How often? I said, well, maybe he's knocked down by malaria, or B sickness. I get malaria, I get headache, or typhoid. Then you see that man going to the hospital, they do a test, may get 1+ malaria, this, that. And I'm not saying men don't do checkup and things, but when you look at the average to men and women, the women does that more often than we the men.
And you see, there's this mentality about men that it's just there. It's hard to work on. and except we try to look at it as a problem.
Okay.
And once we don't see it as a problem, it's not going to change. We need to work on something like seeing the nurses, doctors, as a field of bound, that is bound of how you call it, honesty and confidentiality.
Okay.
So once that word, you try to put it to them, because that's it, it's about confidentiality. Whatever you discuss remains confident.
Yeah.
Remain confidential to you and your doctor. They don't share your report to any other person who may require, except when you deem necessary. Like my elder sister was telling me, her daughter was sick, something like depression, so she took the girl to the hospital. When they were talking with the doctor, and she requested that she wanted to be alone.
That was a mental health issue.
Yeah.
Suffering from depression.
Yeah,
anxiety,
depression.
stress.
So the doctor told the mother, my elder sister, and said, "Can you please excuse us?"
Okay.
She had to walk out. Until now, whatever they discuss, what happened, she doesn't even know.
She don't
It's
know.
left between her daughter and the
doctor.
doctor. She doesn't
That's
even,
how
and she's
it
a nurse.
should be.
And she's a nurse. But the
But
girl
at that
never-
moment, she was not the one treating the girl. She
girl.
was not the girl was not
at
her
all.
patient.
The girl
So
wasn't
the
her
girl couldn't
patient.
confide in her.
So the doctor could not confide in her, and she wanted a private discussion with her doctor, and they had a discussion. So it's a place of confidentiality. Once you have a discussion with a doctor, they don't go around sharing your issues. There are so many people out there with problems,
it should
and
be,
you don't
because-
hear them, except like in some instances where we feel insecure to discuss with a friend, and you tell the friend go, don't mind that one, he gets so and so sickness, or she has so and so sickness, and it happens, between us. But with the doctors, I don't think we should be afraid, and with our spouse, you understand, we shouldn't be afraid sharing our illnesses, our health problem, because it has to do with the mental. It brings about depression.
Yeah.
If you try to keep it within yourself and feel like all is well, all is going to be well. And if you realize that men are 5 times more to die, 5 years more to die than a woman. So why? Because of unattended health. You don't attend to your health issue. You don't go
We
for checkup.
allow ourselves to fall
before you go
before
for
we go for checkup.
for checkup.
To treat, not checkup, so we are going to go treat
Thank
ourselves.
you.
And,
Thank you.
Yeah.
So like
we are going to treat ourselves.
most men don't do that, which is very bad. You have to once there's a symptom, raise an alarm.
I have not really dealt with the Western war, but from movies and things that we watch. Let's take for instance when I'm in a relationship with this maybe white lady, and for instance, and she realized that probably her spouse, or you see the two white couple, maybe her husband or her fiance has an anger problem. He's temperamental, quick to get angry, and she loves him very much. Sometimes you will see they will sit and talk about it, and she will say, "But honey, I think you need to see your therapist." And at first maybe you will not agree at that moment.
Yeah.
You say, "No, I'm fine, I'm okay." But at times go by, she will convince him, and you will see that guy will agree on a normal level to go and see your therapy because he has an anger problem, an anger issue. He's temperamental, and he will go see that therapy whatever for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, and start to work on it. But let's bring it to our society. I'm saying it because I'm a type of person. I got that same type of problem to get angry easily. Quickly, I get angry quickly. Now let's bring that scenario to that of with the Africans, Liberian. How often would you see a lady tells her husband or her spouse, you got anger problem, you need to see your doctor? The first thing that guy would do, let me put in my shoe, I will start it. Would you want to see your doctor? What are you telling me? So you try, it will escalate to a huge confusion.
Ego.
Probably she's not saying it in a bad way. She's saying it, because she wants you, the two of you, to be cool. She wants you to work on it. Yeah, so I think we men, we find it hard trying to discuss and let go of our health issue than that of a woman.
Yeah. Like you saying, and in some cases, like most women, they don't find themselves trying to open up, to want to be told about issues. It's like a team. All right.
Let me just cut you a little bit. If you are watching, I know some people say, oh, I'm watching from this place. I know, but just if you tell us where you're watching from, just send in a little comment. I think based on the topic, what you think. I think that would be preferable to know you're watching from so and so place. Yeah. You know.
Okay. Like I was saying, it's like a football game. All right, and you have 11 players on the field. If I have the ball, there are so many tensions on me.
Definitely.
There are so many eyes on me.
Get that ball.
You want to get the ball. So what you, my teammates, should do is to come for the ball. Say, yeah, man, pass the ball. Send the ball to me. So the problem should be like that. Hey, babe. Yeah, man. What is it? Let's discuss it. You can trust me. Yeah, we can work it out. We can do it. But
some good spouse too, they will identify that problem and bring it out.
Yeah, because
even if you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. And let's look at some of the illnesses men wouldn't want to talk about. One, it's crazy.
Yeah, one. Let's go. One.
Erectile dysfunction.
Definitely, you won't find most
men be brave to talk with their friends or their spouse, nor their doctor.
And the big word surrounding that is embarrassment.
Embarrassment. That's true. They feel embarrassed to say,
how was society, the fact that, it will become like a stigma in their mind, and the first thing I can play on us will be your mind, the thought
that will
start running through your mind. So if you allow those negative thoughts to go through your mind, you never go in.
You never go in. And you see, the problem here is that issue about erectile dysfunction. In a common man language, when a man don't want to stand again like before, yeah. So if he's having that problem, maybe at age 40 above, because most men start to, then what happens? He gets afraid. But it might just be a very simple problem.
But
because he's not willing, it could be due to fatigue. It could be due to infection. It could be due to tiredness, anxiety. And too much of alcohol.
And until you seek
medical attention, when they will tell you where you need to reduce your alcohol or where you need to rest a lot because your mind is not resting, the fatigue, the anxiety.
Now, with the problems we are going through, disturb our mind.
And if a man is so anxious to want to be with a girl, that moment, you've been eyeing this girl, and that anxiety is so dead. The moment you go, you realize sometimes, you're done. It's not that he's just a half-second guy, but due to that anxiety,
it was too much.
It was too much. So the moment he goes, so you feel now like, I have a problem. Oh, wow. And then he start to stick to himself, like it start to create a mental problem. Then he start to fall down. A minor issue, where you just have to relax your mind and rest.
You will not be relaxed.
There are so many small, like that.
And it can cause that, what you are saying, it causes serious problem in relationship.
A lot.
Let's forget about the erection issue. Whatever it has to do with childbearing issue. Maybe you and this person don't have a child yet, and you guys been trying. You've been trying. At the time what you think is supposed to happen, it's not happening. Probably that woman is not getting pregnant, and you, the man, you may think she's the cause, because maybe you know that maybe you may know something is your fault, but because you're not willing to accept, you gotta first accept.
That's true.
And you're not willing to accept, and then now the problem is going to be that two of you just going to be stuck in that world. Maybe the one thing, I'm the problem. You guys going to go on like that till maybe the relationship going to fall apart.
Yeah.
That's another problem there. Even if you don't know that you have that problem, I think somebody can, when you watch Mother Show, you can say, but let's go. The spouse will say, let's go to the hospital and check with a doctor. That's something our men don't
want to do. And sometimes it could be just simple thing like compatibility.
Yes.
It's because you guys, that compatibility is not there. So
it happens. Not every woman you meet with
Yes, and some women may have, is it A plus or what? They just hardly get pregnant. I'm sure it's A plus. You'll correct me, you're the doctors and the nurses. But I'm sure it's A plus. Sometimes they hardly just get
it's not
pregnant.
Connecting, it's not matching, it's not match.
So
it will feel that she's the problem. But no.
So you have to do checkup, you have to talk about it. And another issue again that most men hardly talk about is STDs. You
STD,
understand?
yeah.
Sexual transmitted diseases. We hardly want to talk about it.
No.
Man, only a few guys with
Few
certain
guys.
friends, they will say, man, how'd you fire me? Yeah, you know,
Few
how'd you
guys.
fire me?
Yeah.
So like few guys will want to talk about it to themselves, or I mean with their friends, or go to the doctor. But a few, let me just go and buy antibiotics. They've started feeling the symptom, and let me just go and buy antibiotics. But the issue is discuss it with your partner if you start to see a sign.
Yes.
That's the healthy way, so that she can take treatment and you can take treatment. But if only you go and take treatment, you're still going back and you'll be fired, and you keep being fired and fired and fired. Because for women, it's hardly noticeable. It
Yeah.
takes time
Time.
before they start to feel the symptom than a man.
And they have some girls or women that you be in relationship with. They are very observant, very sensitive. They will notice that you have this problem, even if you don't want to talk about it. Even if you yourself, I know somebody that I'm not going to call anybody in here, and you know, even if you yourself don't want to say, they will be very bold to tell you. They're not saying it because they want to degrade you, but they're saying it because they care about you and they want you to work on that problem. I've been in a relationship before. I myself, sometimes when I say that we are human beings, we are created from the dust. And no matter how well you shine your skin in the bathroom, when you leave from there, you rub your skin, you stay dirty. And you know, they got some partner that when they smell you, they will tell you.
Oh yeah,
Definitely they will say,
that odor problem.
honey,
Yeah.
no, you gotta go do
You gotta
them
work on the odor. And it's another thing that's a smart word.
Seriously,
Men hardly want to talk about
talk
it.
about it.
And because
Yes.
we have that ego problem,
Yeah.
so the people will be afraid to tell us.
To be
well, I
afraid, but
think you
some
gotta
of
work on
them
your
they would
odor.
say it no matter
Yeah.
how hard it
Hard
may
it
be, but it left with you to accept it, because these are things that it can be killed.
It can.
It can be killed.
It can. Probably it's the profuse sweating.
Yes. It can
And
be
you
killed.
just need deodorant.
Or something probably lime. Use
Lime. You
lime.
work on it, and if the sweating is profusely, you cannot control it. Probably they get a sickness.
and you know,
There's a
so-
sickness that causes too much of sweating. You
Yeah.
can go to hospital. It can be killed.
But we
They
don't
even
want
give
to do
injection
it. Yes.
under the armpit that can
See?
reduce the too much sweat. These
The
things are
lack of
curable, but
acceptance. We refuse to accept. So
that's
once
true.
you do not accept, you now want to find you now know the solution to that
solution.
problem. You will definitely. It can be so not simple, just simple thing.
very simple.
But we just want to be men and feel that everything is okay. Everything is always not okay, if we
Okay,
keep
yeah.
if we keep hiding our health issue, especially from our spouse. And you know, because let's take for instance, you meet this girl for the first time. Because nowadays we guys want to impress, and you know, yeah, and you guys have something to do sexually. But before that, you say, well, I gotta prove myself, and you know, justification. You say, man, I gotta justify. And maybe you did something extra to prove yourself. You went longer. The girl say, oh yeah, the girl was impressed. And normally, you know, you are not like that. And it happened now to a point where now there's no way for you to equip yourself to continue on that.
Yeah.
And that girl, it happened 2-3 times, and that person realized it, and now you ashamed to discuss with that issue with that person. So the person know that some smart girls will know that, oh, probably.
And
He been
you
doing
know
something.
they have. I mean, I don't want to go into that. But they have some smart people. Okay, they will observe.
They will observe. They got
Okay,
some women are
moment
very-
you're have an affair the first time, they because you're not the first person they've met,
No.
so they observe you,
Mhm.
and maybe 1 or 2 times, 3 times, and what they will do, they will make sure you spend the whole day with them without going anywhere. They're monitoring you. You'll go out together, come, sleep. They're not going to ask you for you to do anything. You know, go out again the next day, 2, 3 days, 4 days. Then, bam, they tell you they want to. They hang on you, blah, 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 blah. But it's a test.
It's a test. You
All
don't
right?
know.
Yeah, and they will confide. They will confess. They will say, "Wow, the second time you and I thought you were on something to stimulate you.
Yeah.
But then, wow, I you know, like that. Some of them will
And women are
confide
very
in you.
smart. We think
they are
we're
smart.
but women are smart.
They are smart. They will observe you. Trust me.
They are smart.
We don't want to go into that, but they will observe you. We know they can do that.
You know, yeah. So keep sending your comment. We're about to take a break. When we come out, we're going to read through some of the comments that you guys are sending, and then we'll look at it and discuss it. Okay, this is the program Things About Men. We'll be right back after this break.
I encourage everybody to support KMTV as a very positive force for good, and would like to see you do more in this country. I fully endorse the work you're doing because it's constructive, it's positive, it's professional and responsible.
All right, we are back on the program Things About Men, and somebody's trying to put the call through. I think we're trying to get your call, so if you can also call us on Skype, and we will also anticipate your call. So keep putting your calls through and sending in your comment. While we're anticipating that call, let's see some of the comments. All right, we have somebody on the line. Hello? Hello, are you hearing us? Hello? Okay, we having a little bit of problem with the Skype call, but please try, okay? Try again, put your call through, and we're going to talk to you. All right, let's see some of the comments that we have here. Someone said this is Nathaniel Tamba, Sedu Saleh. He says, sometimes that have to do with the society you live in. Like what we were discussing earlier. The society have a very big impact to play on it, and you know, because we have some society are very narrow-minded.
It's narrow-minded when it comes to this masculinity issue.
Yes,
you know,
and you know, it's narrow-minded. You see, you say, that guy. That's some of the reason people will not want to confide. Maybe this person don't have a wife or a fiance to confide in. The person always around friends. They say, well, I see you as my friend. Oh, Karen, I think I'm going through certain things, but I want to confide in you. Then confide in you, know, maybe few times we have a little problem, and then you use that against
somewhere else.
Or with somebody, the person say, oh, and only Karen at all. I only two Karen. So that's some of the reason. That's true. The society sometimes have a very great impact to play when it comes to issue like this. That's from the man Nathaniel. And say for the Western world, it's easy to communicate. That the same Nathaniel means it. And I think I do agree with that. The Western, they communicate, they say what they want to say, they don't bite. And they just say what they want to say, they don't bite their tongue. They left for you to accept it.
Yeah, they say what they want to say, they communicate easily. But trust me, when it comes to health issue, it's affecting everybody everywhere. I'll tell you that.
The average is the same.
It's affecting everybody everywhere. I'm like almost everywhere. Even in the Western world, it's affecting people. Because I've done some calls, I've done some checkups, I've done some research since then. And it's like something that is affecting a lot of people. Yeah, it's not just Africa thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another person said as Evelyn said, it's good to tell your doctor when you have a problem. That is true. You know, like some people you see, they have their personal doctor. And every health related issue about them, their doctor is aware of it. Every health related issue about them, their doctor is aware. Yeah. All right, we have somebody on the line. Hello, are you hearing us? Hello, are you there? Okay, I guess you're hearing us, but we are not hearing you. Hello. Okay, we're still having a little bit of problem with the Skype call, so keep trying. That I believe that's just some technical problem, but we'll get you through. All right. So, like I was saying, most people have their personal doctors. Yeah. So what? Even if they're not discussing this issue with their spouse, their wife, they will talk to their doctor because they want solution. Yeah. If it gets out of hand, that's something now that is out of hand, then the doctor will advise and say you have to talk to your wife.
Yeah.
And probably that's something the wife needs to know about. Two of you got, you know, have to go through it together.
And you know, the thing is, sometimes you never know who could be a help to whatever you're going through.
Definitely.
Health issue is not something to hide.
It's
like remember when I was sick. Okay, I Faith Clinic is where I normally go for treatment. I used to go there every month. And my doctor, she's a lady, she advised that, okay, what I want you to do for me, come every 2 months instead of every month. So I started going every 2 months rather. And then this time I went to another clinic where they do this bioform.
Yeah, bioform.
Right? I went to bioform where they check you up and everything.
Yeah.
And what I realized, I was dying slowly. Seriously. I was dying slowly, and it was bad. It was just God. You understand?
And I remember when you talked about that, you
Yeah.
told me about that. I also went after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I called.
So
you.
it was. It's good to
Talk
always do
about it,
checkup.
and, you know.
And I didn't feel any symptom, but I just
You don't know,
decided
mhm.
I wanted to do overall checkup on my
Yeah.
entire body. And when I went there, what I saw, I was like, really, my kidney, my liver. I mean, like I was slowly going to my grave. It stopped me for almost 1 year from eating rice. I was living on leaf.
Wow.
You know, so you never know
Never
what you're
know.
going through unless you go for checkup, unless you be open to discuss your health issues with other people, with doctors, and then they help you
Because
out.
sometimes you will think that you are healthy.
Oh yeah,
Because
sure.
you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself in the mirror, you walking, you eat,
exercising.
yeah, you feel everything is okay,
Okay.
with inside, but everything is sometimes not okay.
Sure.
There's something going on somewhere that maybe you are not aware of it, or probably you are aware of it, you are ignoring it.
Ignoring it.
Yeah, and you know, and that's the bad part. If you are not aware, that's a different issue.
Yeah.
But if you are aware of it and then you sitting on it, you ignoring
Ignoring
it, it's bad for our
very
health.
bad.
It's very bad. I will encourage you not to do that, especially for us men. I know we are men, we love to be men, but equally so, especially when it comes to our spouse, you know. But sometimes, with relating to your spouse, confiding in your spouse, it depends on the person you are in relationship with too, Harry. Not every woman you are in relationship with understand what you're going through and be willing to accept you and don't use it against you as a weapon. So sometimes, for me, before you confide in somebody like your spouse, especially when you're getting, you should know the person, know who that person is. If that's somebody that's willing to have your back. For me, know who you're dealing with. I can just see you. I don't know anything about you, carrying and confiding you with my personal issue. I will not do it. I will not feel free. I have to know you, know the type of person you are, how you be able to handle it, and you know if you have my back before I confide in you.
You see, what you're saying, it's 100% correct.
And like one person I can confide in with things happening, each medical issue is my mother.
Okay.
Medical issue, I confide in her more than any other person.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
anything happen, even if I sometimes I get rash, whatsoever, once I call her quick. I don't hide it from her.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
And she will sometimes find solution, tell me what to do. So when it comes to I confide in
You
her,
see, when
medical
you
issue.
talk about this spouse issue, you know, the society, all right, it plays a great part.
Definitely, and
the
most of
type
the comments that
person-
come in, people keep
talking
saying
about
this,
society,
especially
the type of
our
spouse you are
work.
with, all
Mhm.
right. My last relationship I was in, okay, and I suffered from hemorrhoid like that. Which we normally call pie.
Okay.
Okay, so when my girl and I were discussing it, and she asked, now she's worried whether if we born one or two of our sons or daughters,
It will not affect
whether it's
them.
not going to be affecting them. And we're not even discussing the problem. We're not even discussing on how
to-
solution can be
But
meted and whatever. And now she's going as far as I'm
The
like,
unborn kids. So you see
what
what
a
I was
wow.
saying? You see?
So now if you have another problem, if you have another health
You will
issue,
not
you feel
be free to
insecure to want to
definitely-
discuss it with
that's
her.
my problem.
But it's just that you know, some of us, whether you want to say the negative things about it,
Mhm.
we feel open to talk about it. So say the negative, say the worst, say whatever it is. It's left with you to accept us the way we are,
Mhm.
or I mean, just leave it. So
Just
like you
leave
said,
it.
some of the spouses you are with, moment you tell them issue and they want to give you that comment that's going to put you back in your shell,
Back.
like, why did I even say it to her?
And of
Or
course
why did I
you
even
not-
mention it?
Yes, you
and then
start
you
to
start to
regret
like
why you
regret
never
why
said it.
why you even, you know. So any other issue to even open up,
Mhm.
you feel like, let me just let it go, man, because nothing's going to come out of it.
And we got another interesting comment here. He said, it's from Josiah Weir. He said, our society is not that civilized. Stigmatization is obvious from your partner or your friends if you discuss health issue. And he went on to say, most times men don't discuss health issue with their spouses because of the fear of stigmatization and the fear of losing them.
Thank you.
Yeah. You have, like what you were saying.
Yeah.
And you know, now this is something now that you got at the back of your head.
Oh yeah.
So if you get into another relationship you will think twice or thrice before
Bro,
you
me.
even try to.
Anyway, for me, I'm crazy, but other people,
Okay.
a lot of people. For me, I'm crazy. I discuss my health issue.
It's good.
I'm very free about that.
You know,
Okay,
but
because
for other people,
they will keep to
be
themselves.
skeptical.
They will say
They
it
want
happened
to-
once.
Yeah, so they want to
They want to
know
keep
that
to
person.
themselves.
So
Like
that's the
he's
problem.
right. It happened to a lot of people who want to keep away. You know, 1 or 2% will say, I don't give a heck. It's up to you.
It's up to
So
you.
that means you only want me when I'm okay, when I'm better and whatever. So if I'm not better like that, then you want to stay away. It's up to you. You know, something like that.
And sometimes something we may overlook. I may come to you, I may be facing certain problem and come to you. Oh, Karen, man, you think I'm facing this problem here, but you think you can talk to anybody? Maybe you face a similar problem, but
Or you may have
cannot
even faced that problem before you solved it.
and you're not able to talk to somebody. But because I come and talk to you about it,
Uh-huh.
then you say, oh yeah, but let's find solution, and the solution you find is
It's
not
for
just for me,
you.
it's for both of us. So you see. You see the
Yeah.
importance of talking about
issues.
issues.
That's
It's almost
true.
like in class, some people don't able to ask questions.
Yeah.
They shy.
Trust me, it's true. Some people will write the question for their friend.
I'm telling
And
you,
they
I was
will
one
ask
of
the
those when I was a
question.
kid. I mean, in school, I would know the answer,
Oh
but
my
to
God.
speak,
Yeah.
I was afraid that I would want to make mistakes and people would laugh at me.
Okay.
Because I was very shy when I was coming to talk in class. It was hard. I only used to go to school. I learn. I score my grade. I'm out. I'm out.
That's-
The importance of discussing the health issue, it can also help somebody who have similar problem and looking for a solution, but not able to talk to somebody. But because
Yeah.
you talk to them, that person will say, then now they will say, yeah, but I think we can find
Find
solution,
somebody,
and that
yeah.
solution is for both of you.
Sure, definitely.
And if that person is somebody that will say, oh, you know that. So I think it's good. It's never good to hide anything. that
Anything
happens
about
to your
your health. So.
Anything is never.
And to the partners, you people, it's hard for us to just open up, but you can make us open up. And if you meet somebody who will be like free to open up, try to be a team player.
Yeah.
Try to be an advisor. Try to be like a doctor to that person instead of being a stigma to them, instead of being a regret. Like, why did I? Because if you do it to that guy, definitely he's going to meet another person who may not want to do the same thing
Yeah.
that you did, but he will still be afraid.
Yeah.
You know, that's why in general, that's why most people lost good relationships. Because this girl hurt you so bad, and you met the good one, you could not open up to her, you cannot love her because you are still afraid that she's going to do the same. So your one mistake you're going to make, because that's a mistake as a
And
partner,
yeah.
it's going to hurt a lot of people.
Most of them you hear people say, when that happened to somebody who have been hurt before, you hear them say, I always leave room for disappointment in any relationship.
Sure.
But sometimes it will be the good relationship that you be in, and because of what happened in the past, you will judge everybody the same way.
same.
You now want to give your all into that relationship because you just want to put everybody in one room and grade them the same way, and you know.
Like how they would make it always say, all men are dogs. I can
Why they always say that? Why?
Somebody
Why?
said something like that in on Facebook. They say all men are dogs. So I commented. I said, okay, if all men are dogs, then who now is the bone? Because once there's a dog, there's a bone.
There's a bone.
So if we are dogs and you are the bone, and you are meant to be chewed. It was like crazy just for fun, you understand? But
Yeah.
I don't think we should be on a hasty generalization point like that. One or two guys did something to you and you generalize, and the same thing with us as men.
Us as men,
You know.
and, you know. And I have someone special who is watching all the way from North Dakota. Hey, what's up, sweetie? That's my baby. She's watching right now. Big shout out to you, okay? I know you're watching. I can see your name right here, okay? I know she's laughing. She got open teeth, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that no one they beat it.
No one they
beat it. All the time beat it.
Oh my God! And you know, one day we need to talk about the stages of beauty. You know.
Definitely, we're talking
Yeah,
about that.
how you know what they used to look at before.
Oh, back in the day,
yeah, back in the day.
ring on neighbor, forget it.
Ring on
Yeah,
the-
open teeth, forget it.
They went to pop eyes.
And I think some people used to try to get themselves first ring on the top. And this man to tie rope on and they get for ring. Why would you do that? You killing yourself, man. Hey, what you find, you
it's
find.
something we could talk about all the
you
time.
know.
You know.
So,
It's
but
just
please,
for fun.
health issue is never good to keep it secret.
Sure.
I know sometimes the person you're dealing with or the society we find ourselves in played a major impact on us being free, confiding in people. But no matter what, if you can talk to your friend, your family, talk to a doctor or your spouse. If you don't have a spouse to talk to, you don't want to talk to them, talk to a doctor. The doctor will not wake up easily and go tell somebody about your issue. No.
It's not possible.
He or she will not do it. Okay? So do not keep it secret. It's not safe.
It's not.
It is not safe. Okay?
If it is an issue the doctor cannot handle,
yeah,
they will recommend you go this place,
Yeah.
or go that place, go do further checkup on this and that. So
doctors almost like your pastor or
Yeah,
the imam, and
imam,
you know,
you
yeah,
know.
and you know, talk to them, and these are people that counsel you, they keep your secrets and other stuff. So
anything you're going through, whether it's depression, whether
Yeah.
it's anxiety or whatever,
especially now, people find ourselves they stress too much.
too much.
It's too much. When you leave your house, you wake up in the morning, you're thinking, how you going to start? How you going to look after the family? And you know,
You don't want to talk about it.
it's crazy.
You don't
So,
want to talk about what we're going through.
I know.
Because if we want to talk about that, 4 hours will be too small.
It will be all these things lead to mental, and, you know,
Mental health issue. And
depression, the stress.
well,
will come
for
home,
me, I'm not going through that. Trust me.
you know. So
Because
we'll
it's
find
not-
another time to talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't
You
have
know.
time in our favor right now, and, you know. So, any final word from your end before we wrap up?
Okay, big thank you to every one of you who commented. The guy who tried to call, but
Yeah.
your call didn't come through due to some technical issues. We say thank you for trying. And next week, Thursday, you can still try. Thanks to everybody for watching. We appreciate you and everything. Happy belated birthday to my big sister. And
Okay, I think
he's on the line.
Yeah, all right. Let's try to
Okay,
take
let's take him quick.
Hello, are you getting us? Can you hear us? But we are not hearing you.
Hear you.
Okay. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay.
Your name, please. Are you hearing us? I'm getting.
Yes. Tanya Salah calling from Minnesota.
Okay. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Minnesota, USA.
Okay. All right. Okay. You've been following the discussion. So, what's your own impact? What can you say based on the topic that we're discussing? Go ahead, make your point. We don't have much time though, but you've been trying to call through, so we got to talk to you.
I'm not all the clues, but next time you come, I will contribute more and more. You know, the topic today is just about me. You know, when years ago, 2 years ago, when I had sexual contact almost a year with someone. Contribute more and more. You know, the topic today is just about me. Huh? Sexual contact almost a year with someone.
Hello? Are you still there? It's like we lost that caller. All right. Sorry about that. And you've been trying to get through, but it's so bad that we are out of time. Okay. Yeah. But we really wanted to get your point, get your comment to hear what you had to have to say concerning the topic we've been trying to get you. But it's so bad that we are out of town and out of time.
So far
Yeah.
out of time.
But I pray that you join us next week, Thursday. We meet you every
Yeah.
Thursday from 6 p.m. to 6:45. Okay. Yeah. So, Karen, you were just closing up, and, you know. before
Yeah,
that-
so let me just take the time to say happy belated birthday to my big sister, Masiro Sharif. Yesterday was your day. And happy birthday to Salome Mensa. Today is your day. I wish you guys all the best. And once more, to the Bereaved family, we say take heart. May Allah be with you during this time of bereavement.
All right. Thank you so much, Abdul Karim Sharif, for always being here with me on the show and being a very, very good host when it comes to making the program good. And I'd like to say thank you to every one of you that sent in your comments, even those of you that tried calling and could not go through. Well, to the guy I was calling, we pray that next week, Thursday, you join us and try to put your calls through and call us on our Skype line. Let me say a big thank you to our technical team, the man Rufus, and all the other guys of KMTV that make this broadcast possible. Okay, thanks to you guys for watching the program as well. Keep following KMTV and always watching things about men. We'll be here next week Thursday with another brand new topic. Sorry once more to our bereaved family of the tragic accident that happened yesterday, in a fire accident. So we say sorry. May God be your comforter. Until we see you next week, Thursday, I am Paul Allen. We have a wonderful time, and God bless you. Bye-bye for now.